Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we have a massive Sephora haul. Don't let the little box deceive you. I have a ton of products in there. No matter how much money you spend at Sephora, they always send you the tiniest little box. Anyways, we have a lot of new products at Sephora to try today. A lot of things that have recently released that I have been dying to get my hands on are in this box. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. If you're interested in any of the products that I'll be talking about today, I have them linked in the video and in the description box down below. So definitely check out the links in the description box if you want to purchase any of these. Whenever you use my links, it helps out my channel. And let's go ahead and open up the box. Let's start bringing products out. I want to show you everything I got and then we'll try it all. I'm getting my hair out of my face first. I'm just going to pull out things in no specific order. Fenty Beauty has new lip liners and of course I had to try them. Here's what the box looks like. They're called Traced Out and I got mine in the shade Peanut Butter. I love Vanessa Myricks and she has a new concealer in her Yummy line. This is the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer Corrector and I got mine in the shade For Neutral. Hourglass has new liquid blushes. They are called the Unreal Liquid Blushes. And so of course I had to try one. I got mine in the shade Scene. You guys know color corrector is a step that I do not skip. So when I saw that Tarte had come out with a color corrector, I had to grab it. This is the Tarte Creaseless Corrector in the shade Peach. Patrick Ta came out with highlighter duos and I had to grab one as well. I got the shade Baby, which has a bit of a hint of pink to it. And these highlighters I have heard nothing but amazing things about. So I am very curious to try them. Apparently they don't cast a shadow on your face ever and you only see them when you turn your face to the light. Definitely want to test that out. I also grabbed the new foundation from Too Faced. This is a matte foundation and it's all controlling. I have dry skin, but I wanted to try it anyways to see if you have dry skin and you like something with a matte finish, whether or not this would work for us. I have the shade Porcelain, which is always my shade in Too Faced products. This is the Born This Way Soft Matte Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and a 24-hour wear. You guys know I love my Magnetic nails, so I had to grab a couple of boxes of nails from Magnetic. I got this one, which is called Entraced, and these are basically like a pearlescent white nail. I've already had these before and I quite like them. Did I think I was buying something new? I did. I didn't know it was the same one I already had, but I like them, so of course I'm gonna wear them. And then I also got these because it's summertime and they're fun and colorful. These are the Jelly Bean nails. I'll definitely be using these next. The next couple of products are new at Sephora, but I did not purchase them myself. These were sent to me in PR, but I wanted to include them in today's video because they're new at Sephora. I am talking about the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronzer. They sent shade 3 Golden Medina. We'll see if it works. It looks a little dark, but we'll see. I'll try it. And then YSL also sent over 3 of their new Candy Glow lipsticks. So I'll definitely be swatching these for you later on. Last but not least, we also have a new powder to try, also sent to me in PR. I am talking about the new Rare Beauty Finishing Powder. Their PR box is beautiful. It looks like a very fancy jewelry box. Take a look right here. When you open it, here is what things look like. They sent over 3 powders for me to choose my shade and there's a little puff in here. So we'll be trying this as well. As you can see, I do already have my brows done and my skin is moisturized. So first things first, I'm going to try the new Soft Matte Foundation from Too Faced. Here's what the actual packaging looks like. And I'm going to be applying it with a sponge. Too Faced products usually go very well with sponges for me. And I'm hoping this is the right color since, as I said, Porcelain is usually my shade in Too Faced products. As you can see, it has a pump applicator. This Soft Matte Foundation from Too Faced has a bit of a creamy but kind of also liquidy consistency. Not too creamy, also not too liquidy. And I am not going to apply primer because I have Magic Cream on, which I use as my primer. And that way I can truly test out the foundation without anything else interfering. The color, as you can see, is perfection. And it immediately is covering up my redness. We'll see as it dries, but so far upon first application, it looks like it has a natural finish rather than matte. But maybe that's what they mean by soft matte. We'll see. Maybe it'll dry to a true matte finish in a few minutes. And I do plan on doing a wear test, by the way. It is 11:10 right now, so we will be wearing this at least till 7 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 8. Porcelain from Too Faced is always such a good match for me. I'm adding a little bit more right here where my face is the reddest. And one more pump for my forehead. Here's the soft matte foundation and what it looks like on my skin freshly applied. As I was saying, I don't think it has a matte finish. It has more of a natural to glowy finish in my opinion. I see the glow, maybe it's the moisturizer coming through, but it's definitely glowy right now. Once again, we'll wait for it to fully dry down to really assess, and I'll also show you what it looks like in natural lighting afterwards. So far, I think it looks incredible. I actually prefer this type of finish on my dry skin, but I don't know how good it'll be at actually controlling oil if they're advertising it for oily skin people. So we'll see as the day goes by if it controls the shine once I set with some translucent powder as well and whatnot. So far I am loving it for myself and my dry skin because it is looking really natural. It covered all of my redness and I like the finish of it so far. Next, we'll do some color correcting with Tarte. I'm curious to try this formula because they already had a creaseless concealer. I think they just reformulated it / repackaged it and re-released it. And it was a very thick formula. However, I do remember liking it back in the day. So I'm thinking I'll like this as well. I also love that the applicator for this corrector looked super tiny. So you can be very detailed with where you apply your corrector, which is the way it should be because you don't really need that much corrector. Looks a little thicker in person than online. I thought the wand would be even smaller than that. But you can be very precise with this wand. And let me feel the texture. I put some in the back of my hand. It is creamy and a little thicker rather than liquidy. However, it blends out very, very easily and it seems to have a decent amount of coverage and it thins out very easily once you blend it as well. So I think I'm going to like it. I'm just going to apply some right here where I have purpley hues on the inner corners and under my eye. And again, I got the shade Peach in this one. I love color corrector. It is not a step I usually skip, so I'm definitely always on the market to try a new one. So with my Sigma Soft Angled Concealer brush, I'm just going to pat it in place. I love this brush for under eyes and like inner corner because it just has the perfect shape to fit right there. Sigma is having their semi-annual sale right now. These are new, so I'm not sure if they'll be on sale, but you can always get 10 to 15% off at Sigma with my code PATTYALONSO. So if you're curious, check it out. And my brush set, my Sigma Favorites brush set is currently 15% off for the sale, and you can get an extra 10% off over top. So if you've been curious about my favorite Sigma brushes, I do have a curated set on their website and it is currently discounted. And I really like the texture of the color corrector. It's not too thick underneath my eyes and it has a nice natural to glowy finish to it, which again is what I like. Things are looking good. Let's move on to concealer. Again, I'm trying the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer from Danessa Myricks. And I got the shade 4. The packaging of this concealer is really cute. It looks like a miniature foundation bottle. I like it. And 4 seems to be a light enough shade for me. I was worried it was going to be too dark. I should not worry about that. Anyways, here's what the applicator looks like. It's super tiny. I'm going to be careful with it. I'm going to not apply too much in case it's very pigmented. And with my sponge, I'm just going to tap it in where I applied it. Things are looking good. It kind of disappeared underneath my eye, as in texture wise, not as in I don't see it, but I will apply a little more because I didn't have to be as careful as I was with it. And I'm going to apply a little on my eyelid. You can definitely see the difference and how much brighter the under eye looks over here. So let me just go ahead and apply it on this side. Once again, I'm tapping it in with the sponge. So far everything I've tried I've liked, to be honest, which is always a good thing when you try a bunch of new products at the same time. Here's that concealer on. I was scared that it was going to be too thick or too moussey. I don't usually like complexion products that are thick or moussey because they tend to crease under my eyes or make me look dry or just look very makeup-y on me, and all of what I've tried so far seems to be working. I was just feeling the texture of the concealer. It's like creamy but thin at the same time, just like the color corrector was, which is a plus. Really nice medium coverage as well. So far so good. Time to pick out a powder from Rare Beauty, and here's where the little puff comes. If we have a little puff bag. Here's what the Rare Beauty puff looks like. Super cute. They sent over shades Sand, Almond, and Honey. I'm thinking probably Sand will be my shade because Honey sounds too dark and Almond probably sounds too dark too. Here's shade Honey, which is definitely not for me. Oh my god, I wonder if all of them are going to be too dark. This is Almond. And here is Sand, which might also be too dark for me. No. These are supposed to be forgiving, but that is definitely a little darker than the color of my skin. So I'm not going to be able to try this as like an under eye powder, which is what I wanted to do. I was definitely not counting on not having the right shade because usually they sent me colors that match me. But anyways, I'm going to try the puff with the powder, even if it's like up here where the bronzer goes, just so that I can see the finish of it and how it applies. And then I'll have to make a trip to Sephora and try this in an upcoming video with the right shade. It applies beautifully and it immediately did mattify everything. I'm so sad I don't have the right color to show you guys underneath my eyes. So for my under eyes, I'm going to use my Prisme Libre powder from Givenchy. Right before I apply powder, I always make sure nothing is creased under the eyes. And I am going to use my Rare Beauty puff, cleaning off the excess over here and just tapping that powder in the center of my face. I'm also going to apply some powder right in the center of my forehead here and right next to my mouth. Time to bronze up with YSL. I did peek at this bronzer. I think it might be a little dark. We'll try to use it. First of all, if you are into packaging, I love makeup packaging. Look at how beautiful this YSL bronzer's packaging is. I think it's incredible. I love the leathery feel and the beautiful emblem at the front. And here is what the bronzer looks like, which again, I think it's too dark for me. Possibly too warm as well. But I will try and use it with a very light hand and see. I'm using my Rephr 05 brush. Starting on this side, I'm just going to bronze up. Okay, I can make it work as far as the depth of it is concerned. Now that I'm applying it, I can see that I can totally make it work. If you, like me, prefer your bronzers to have a bit more of a neutral undertone, I would check the other colors because number 3 is a bit on the warm side. A bit though, it looks good still. Let me go ahead and try it out on my cheekbones and just blend it with the tip of the brush. I feel like I'm making this work, right? I'm bronzing up the nose and let's do the jawline. That is not terrible. I feel like I made that work. And it's not as warm as I thought it was. It's still a little warmer than I like, but it's not as warm as I thought it was. So considering I didn't even pick this color myself, I like it. I will have to check the lighter shades and see if they have something that I might prefer to this one, but I feel like I made that work okay. Time to try our new blush from Hourglass. Let's see what the packaging looks like in person. It looks interesting online. Here's the blush packaging from Hourglass. And then once you open it, it has like a thick dropper type situation going on. You can't squeeze it and it's liquid and it doesn't twist up or anything. So I guess you just have to go like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. This seems very inconvenient because if you don't want to apply it on the back of your hand, you'll have to like, I don't know, that just seems not the best way to apply blush. Hopefully I'm just being an idiot and this is not actually how you apply this. Anyways, I'm going to grab my soft angled cheek brush from Sigma. This is the F43 and I'm going to first blend what I put on my cheek to see if it's too much or not enough. I'm going to just grab a tiny bit more from right here and add to it. It blends in beautifully as you can see. and it has a soft matte finish to it from the look of it. I'm grabbing the rest and let's make myself even over on this side. Alrighty, it blends beautifully and it looks very natural. I will definitely give it that. It looks beautiful, but again, unless I'm doing something wrong. Hate the packaging, love the actual blush. I'm going to do some over the bridge of my nose, get that sunburned summer look, and I'm going to run whatever's left through my forehead. Looks beautiful. You guys know I love my understated blushes, so I love the way this looks. I apologize for the Hourglass Blush Slender you're about to witness during the rest of this video. So the way you use this is the bottom here, it's counterintuitive in my opinion, but this bottom part right here, you can press it, and when you press it, the drop comes out, which is much better than having to go like this, as I thought, right? But still, again, I had to see somebody else do it because I could not figure it out for the life of me. Back to the video. Time to try the new Rephr highlighter. Here's what the packaging looks like. I immediately put my fingerprints on it. And here is the look of it once you open it. Let me go ahead and swatch these. This looks like a highlighty balm, clearish situation, and then the powder underneath. Let me swatch the balm first. Yeah, it's kind of clear. Let me put some right here. See, it doesn't add a lot of color. It just looks glowy. And then the powder highlighter next, which this is what it looks like here, and I'm going to add it right next to it. Take a look right there. I wonder if you apply this the same way as like the blushes, which is powder first, balm in this case second. I think I'm going to try it like that. So I'm going to do the powder first. And this is a Wayne Goss 05 brush, and I'm going to add the powder to the highest point of my cheekbone, temple area, blend it down on my cheek a bit. I don't think it's enhancing my texture. I think it looks really nice. It's also not a super intense highlighter product. Let me look at this side because this is the side I can see on the monitor. It actually is a little more visible than I thought it was, but it looks nice and natural still. And you cannot see it when I turn my face like this. So take a look right there. I guess I will apply the balm. So I'm going to just pinch my sponge on a clean side and go for the balm here. And then add it over top. Oh, that looks beautiful. Is it sticky? It's not super dry, but it's not sticky either. So I'm going to add it over here as well. And here's what that looks like. I don't know if this is life-changing or my new favorite thing in the world, but it looks cute. I do want to add more blush over top now. So I'm going back with this situation, and I'm just going to add it on the actual bristles. I decided this might be the best way to do it and go over top of that, so that it looks even more natural. I'm going to do a quick look with this eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. This wasn't part of this haul because I did a separate video on this one where I reviewed it, told you guys what I thought of it, and did 2 eyeshadow looks with it. But since this is a new at Sephora video and this is new at Sephora, I'm going to use it again today. Alright, Rephr number 15 and the color Flamingo. I'm going to use that as a base on the crease of my eyes. I'm going to do a quick natural looking eyeshadow look, nothing too complicated. Same Rephr number 15, and I'm grabbing the shade Andy, and I'm going to add it to the outermost corner of my eyelid and then bring it up to the crease area ever so slightly, diffusing it inwards. Light pressure on the brush, just like so. Smaller brush and the color Opart, and I'm just going to darken up the outer corner of the eye ever so slightly with it. Very, very lightly blend it into the crease, and also right under the eyes here. Golden Rose with my finger, and this is going to be the shade right in the center. So I'm just tapping it on. Lastly, the shade Psychedelic on an E57 from Sigma. And I'm going to apply that to the inner third of the eyelid and the inner corner of the eye. So here is the look before any eyeliner or mascara. I didn't do much underneath the eyes, but I kind of like it that way. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm back with eyeliner, mascara, and lashes on. On my waterline, you see that like perfectly matched to my eyeshadow eyeliner. It's not an eyeliner, it's a lip liner from Rare Beauty. I don't know if this is safe for the eyes. I've done it countless times and it's never irritated my eyes once. So if you want to try it, feel free to do so. This is the Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Worthy, and I just applied it in the waterline right there. For some reason, nobody makes eyeliners that are this type of blushy color, and I think it goes so well with a rose eyeshadow look like this one. So I've done this again countless times and it works, and I love it. So if you want to use your lip liner in your waterline, you can do it, and specifically the Rare Beauty ones seem to work very nicely for it. Anyways, I did also apply mascara and some half lashes, which are linked below. All we have left to do is lips. So I want to try the Fenty Beauty Peanut Butter lip liner. Here's what the peanut butter lip liner looks like from Fenty. Very creamy. I love how creamy this is actually. Here's the lip liner applied. Very, very creamy. And you have to sharpen this one, which for me is a plus. I don't like twist up lip liners as much as I like the ones you have to sharpen. I feel like they stay fresher longer, and also you can always get a sharp tip to it. Here's the lip liner applied. I'm glad that you don't have to sharpen this one, and all we have left to try is the new Candy Glow lipsticks from YSL. I have 3 different shades that I swatched for you. Here's what the swatches look like, and I want to swatch them again so you can see how it builds up, because it's like a very sheer lipstick formula that builds up into like a glowy but not too pigmented kind of lipstick color. This is 6B Brown Nude, which this is what it looks like on the tube, and if you do one pass, that's what it looks like, but then you can build it up to be as intense as what you see right back here. I feel like that would be a nice color to use today. I already have a lot of pink going on. I think I'm going to try 6B Brown Nude in the center here since it'll match the lip liner so well. So let's go for it. And I'm going to build it up. I love the glowy finish of it. You definitely do not need any type of gloss with these types of lip formulas because they are very glowy, just like the Candy Glaze lip formula, which I absolutely love. I don't know if this matches though, but I wasn't thinking about that when I got that Fenty lip liner, was I? Maybe I will try the basic nude one. Back with the Fenty lip liner on, and I am going to use the nude shade 44B right in the center, extending it over top of the lip liner as well. I like this better because it matches the eyeshadow look better. It's still not a perfect match though. I think I'm just going to leave this on for the rest of the video. And this is it. This is the finished makeup look right here with all of these fantastic brand new products at Sephora. A shame I couldn't try the Rare Beauty powder, but I will try it in an upcoming video for sure. To be completely honest with you, except for the disappointment I felt when I tried the Hourglass blush because I don't like the packaging. This again looks amazing, but I don't like the packaging. So except for that, everything pretty much worked for me. I was not overly impressed, to be honest with you. With the Patrick Ta highlighter, it's okay. I don't think this is a must-have, but everything else 100% worked. The foundation, the concealer, and the corrector, all 3 of those complexion products were amazing. The bronzer, even though I thought the shade wouldn't work for me, I feel like it looks awesome and it blends beautifully. It's very buttery. A very fantastic formula for sure. I already knew I loved the palette, and then the lip liner and the lip balms both have amazing formulas as well. So those are my final thoughts on everything I tried today. I was about to say goodbye to you, but I told you I would show you the foundation in natural light and do a wear test with it. So let's go ahead and cut to those clips. I'm outside now to show you what this looks like in natural lighting. The day is gloomy, but it is light enough outside that it's bothering my eyes. So take a look right here at what the foundation, concealer, everything looks like. I think it looks incredible. I think it looks natural. My pores are not being enhanced. The highlighter looks nice. The blush looks pretty. The bronzer ended up working out. Overall, I do really like all of these complexion products. I don't know that the soft matte foundation from Too Faced is matte. And I'm not sure what it will do with oil control since I'm not really oily. But if you have dry skin, it'll work for you because it works for me so far. I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end of the day in a second. I actually did a longer wear test than I thought I would. It is 9:19 right now, so that's like 10 hours. And as you can see, everything looks pretty much the same way it looked when I first put it on this morning. The foundation is very long lasting, and I wouldn't say it ever got matte. Maybe it went from natural to glowy to just a natural finish. Most importantly, if you have dry skin like me, it does not make me look dry at all. The pores are still looking pretty good. Everything I put on top of the foundation looks fantastic. The bronzer, the blush, the highlighter, you can still see everything. The eyeshadow, I mean, everything looks fantastic for 10 hours of wear. So needless to say, I'm pretty impressed, especially with all of the complexion products I tried today. The under eyes are still looking good as well. I would say this was a really good first test for all of the products I tried today. I truly hope that you guys liked today's video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you're interested in any of the products I tried today, please shop them using my links in the description box of the video. If you enjoyed my content, don't forget to please subscribe before you leave. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.